and another weekly update. So we started on the DXY, which is the dollar strength, and yeah, like anticipated, it bounced off the hidden liquidity level here in confluence with the GP and went nicely up now. Now we are looking for some form of entry for example, Euro USD longs. So here's a level and here's a level. If we check the stock price, let's see USD. We are currently exactly here on this level, which could be quite interesting. If we already bounce off here, here would probably coincide with this level. And for the lower level, which is here, which is my favorite right now because it's a huge 2 month level here with GP confluence, high time frame GP confluence, we could see this level likely hitting, which is the strong level that I prefer to hit. There's a lot of confluence here, 32D, 47D, and a lot of like lower time frame, like here on the 1D, and some other. Okay, then let's go for SPX. SPX, when, like I said, and it was a post that it went to the upper top of my second level that I had for resistance, and stalled there. So it would be interesting if we do one or the other scenarios. One scenario is for me going up here first and then crashing down. So like here, going at least here, and then crashing further down, or directly from here, crashing further down. And the one that I'm currently seeing being more realistic, because I feel like a lot of people are very negative right now still, very bearish. But we are going higher for now, crushing all-time high and then going finally down for like a decent retracement into these levels here, into the 4,000 levels, lower 4,000. So yeah, that one. Then let's go back to crypto. Let's go to the total. So total went nicely to this level here, hidden liquidity level, and now I'm monitoring currently these two levels. This one here with the GP and this one with the 0.866 look both quite interesting. This one here, this one working really out. It didn't go back in here sadly, but went up here. This one I can see now going more towards the GP and then higher, probably for now to the previous high that we have here, and then bouncing back down here and then breaking finally the previous high. This is my favorite scenario, I would say, right now. But obviously it can go lower here, or like really, really deep here, which is more unlikely for me this deep here. How strong of a breakout we had. Then total 2. Total 2, we have a few here. Didn't do the fib yet. So yeah, it's this one, not the best. It's okay. Yeah, there's not much really here from like a fib standpoint. This one is the only one that is decent. I don't know if it will hit or not. But yeah, this is interesting to watch here. But I don't know if it will hit. Others, I think that is quite interesting. I have this level here, which would be still quite a deep retracement. So I don't know if that will very much hit. So the total levels for me look the best, really. This one might hit, might not, but it's currently so strong. Also, it might not hit at all, this one. Yeah, this one. Then VVOL, currently deep going into the first support, which retracement, which crypto going down. So that could mean that if we hit a bottom here somewhere, that means it's a local bottom, and from there we go up for a while. That could be the case. BVOL, we went up, but still quite far from like a stronger resistance. BVOL 7D, which is quite interesting, we are still very, very early in volatility for Bitcoin. It went perfectly down here, which I mentioned that we are likely going up from here. And we went nicely up, but we have still a long way to go to the first resistance, so that's quite interesting to see. There's a lot of volatility left, which looks quite good for us. Quite good. Then ETH, perfectly on the, I think it was the weekly demand level here, perfectly went up very strongly. Here's the first bigger resistance on this level here. So this is quite interesting to see what will happen here. I'm kind of predicting this. But yeah, we'll see. Then BTCD, it was literally, can't see it on the daily because it went a bit short, but on the 4 hour, can see literally a perfect hit into my level. And then we went down. Didn't finish the 3 drive right now, which it will likely not finish because it's nearly already the end of it. I don't think it will go back to it, but it perfectly hit the first level to the top and crashed down. It is a good reminder for me. I think I will mark it quickly here. BTC green levels and ETH bottom by high probability trade for next time when that will happen. Who knows when it will happen? But yeah, it's very good to see that as a confluence that it actually worked. And for next time, basically, Ethereum went literally, I think this one was the most important, bigger than the ETH BTC because we had so many levels on ETH BTC. But this one literally, if you look at the, let's say, monthly, it was literally the lowest it ever was and bounced off of that like hugely. It was literally the lowest ever. Put it here. The lowest it ever was, we called it. So it's quite interesting that that worked out perfectly. And then we have a lot of levels here. And we'll see where our price is at that time. But yeah, this is currently what I'm looking at. Let's see. Probably go here, going back down for now, and then for now here. Probably will be some fluctuations between, but yeah, it's around it. Then UST, it's a lot of levels right now. So let's look at the daily. Yeah, we had some OBs here, didn't think they would react. I would have loved to see going in here first, but this will be probably for all-time high that whenever we get to all-time high. Reserved, should line up with it. So it will be quite interesting. Then here, how far we retrace now, that's the question. So there is a level, I will quickly down here. There is a very tiny level here, which you can see, I think it was on the 3 hour, yeah. There was a very tiny level here, which perfectly rejected from. And now going back down, so it would be interesting if this is already the retracement to this very tiny level, then PA is currently very, very bullish if we just retrace to this one, not even to the 0.5 from the recent move, which I would have liked to go there and take some longs from there on different coins. But yeah, which is fine if we just go there and make more profit quickly. It is totally fine. Then I tried recently a lot of USDC, but it really doesn't work at all. It didn't really show any good results yet. So yeah, there's some level here, which we might not see. Yeah, there here's a lot. Even further. Yeah, you see how that will end. Here's quite. This is actually a fun now. This is quite an interesting one with the. This 23 hours. It's not that good, but at least it goes with the GP. So yeah, but it's currently really, I tried it for a bit. It's nothing really important that I would look at right now. So here, go on the daily. Yeah, we saw the 2D level here. 2D level here perfectly hit. I posted recently this level here, which is more of a time frame level, but it has a lot of fib confluence in this area. So from the higher time frame fib to the middle time frame to the lower time frame fib, and we have here the opposite pole. So my theory was this is quite obvious level. It would have been more interesting to go down here. We'll see if we still do it. Currently, I mean, we had a very nice retracement into it, 2D, and then reacted very well. So you see, maybe that's it already, and we go directly back to all-time high for now. Could be very well. Let's see how this ends daily. And then Ethereum, there's nothing really crazy good up here. There was nothing. But here's a decent level, which is not really something crazy. This one I like a lot more, the 2D level. And it can be refined to up here where the GP also is. This one is quite interesting, this level here. This level is quite interesting. Just the daily, and it's through 2 fair value gaps. It will be quite interesting. But I don't know if it will go that far down because it's currently so strong. Dodge, which is really currently the most important chart to watch somehow. Like it hit only very, very lightly this level, which didn't have real levels on ETH or on BTC, and it went like straight up. So it touched it like barely here. Let's see here, touched it barely that level, and just went crazy after that. So that's quite interesting to see. And now it also touched with the 2D. It touched this level here, which is quite more hidden. I think it was in a 1 and 3 hour here. Basically here, quite hidden from here to here, and it perfectly touched it and went up again. So I'm currently looking, I probably won't take the shorts, but here is a level. If it wants to go down, it will likely go in here into this area and then further down. If it breaks through it, I may take some longs here if the level is still there with a fair value gap up. So if it basically, let's see, if it breaks this level here, then I look for retracement into one of these if there's new fair value gap, and then take a long here. But I prefer to go at least to here or here, and here's also another level. This one is okay. It's quite interesting. That would probably line up with a few other levels on other charts. USDT probably is 0.5 also, so that would be quite interesting, this level. It's a bit more hidden. Not crazy hidden, but a bit more. But yeah, this would be quite interesting. I think that's mainly everything that is important. Let's see ETH. I didn't actually check that yet. Yeah, we have actually a new huge gap here formed. I didn't check the gaps yet. It's quite interesting. So let's see. We closed this gap perfectly. Oh shit. Actually did it wrong. That's quite interesting. So we had a huge gap here, and we perfectly filled it and went down. If I would have seen it, I would have taken a shot here actually, because on my ETH, let's see, on my ETH here, I marked the CME gap higher. I marked it that it would end here, which it didn't. It actually ended here around the CME gap. So that was my mistake. I need to look more into it next time. But yeah, this one is closed now. Should have checked it out. And we have a new CME gap. We have this one also still open. And now we have a new CME gap. Yeah, I need to make alarms here for sure. So this one is closed. We can delete it. And then I should do an alarm here that I know whenever it's closed. Okay, if that would work, maybe not. Okay, then I need to check it periodically when it will hit, but we can see 1 hour, it's around here. I don't think there's any specific level there after closing it. Let's see. I mean, I think it's actually here around. So on 1 hour, there would be a tiny level here. I think otherwise, nothing here really. Daily does nothing. Yeah, nothing here really. Besides a tiny 1 hour level, and this. Let's do it bigger. No, this is so we go. Okay, I think. Yeah, there's really not much here more. I mean, not. I mean, maybe. Don't know. Very, very tiny. Put here an hour. But this one should be around the end of the CME gap. 2340. And here it's. And here it's. A bit higher. Two, 350. So it could be around the same because normally it's a bit higher. So yeah, it would be quite interesting. Looks a bit different. It's always a bit hard to see that in it. Oh yeah, this should be on it. Maybe the alarm is no, maybe on this one doesn't work in the alarm. Okay, finally it worked. Wow. So yeah, put it here. Waiting for this one to close. On BTC there should be. This one is still open here. But otherwise, there's a tiny which was closed. Otherwise, I don't think there's any real gap. Here's a small one, but it's probably like it. I mean, this is a very tiny one. Doesn't make any difference really. So yeah, interesting. BTC doesn't have one. ETH has a huge one, quite big at least. So yeah, that's it probably. So this gap closing would be basically around here. So this one would be quite interesting at level to take, which could line up with this Dodge level here actually. But yeah, I probably will take a long if this one hits at the same time with Dodge, and maybe with USDC, maybe not. I probably will try long there. Not like high percentage risk, maybe like 0.5, maybe 1% maximum risk. Almost 0.5 here. And yeah, that's it for this week. Let's see how it will go. But yeah, I'll do a prediction. Because I like to do predictions. What will happen in the next week? In this week, I think ETH is the biggest one to look at. I prefer Dodge, really. Look at Dodge. So what I will think will happen is we go to here. Maybe one more time here. And then here. And then we go higher finally. Yeah, it's kind of my prediction, I would say. Could go deeper, obviously. Could go obviously directly to like here or here and then up, which is more unlikely, really. But yeah, this is my main one, second and third. Okay, that's it for this week.